Hey, what's up? This is Monday Midnight here, and I'm going to be joining Joe Brown Idele-Ero on the Joe Brown Idele-Ero Show, coming to you live from Dallas, Texas, later in the month of September, along with Ima Bowie and Ray.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, wherever you may be, whether you are in Europe or in Nigeria. Good evening. Um, we have advertised this show for like about a couple of days now. We have a special show coming out today, and you would be glad that you join us. Please, wherever you are, log in to Facebook or YouTube because we are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. I have a very, very important personality today that we are bringing away. We are be expecting people to uh, be excited because we're going to be here and find out what he is doing, find out what he is doing, and which is a program. So I am talking about very, very special person today because it is unique. It is rare to see somebody of this nature. So, and people have been wondering and they've been like curious to know what is up. I'm talking about a humanitarian activist, um, a world rapper man. That's what they call him, the world rapper man. You could find out pretty soon. And this man here, he has run across Nigeria. He has run across Europe. And we are going to showcase him here today because a lot of people don't know about him. And we want to know why he is so his race. We call it ultra migrant. Yeah, ultra migrant. Okay, so now the name of this gentleman is David Obero. David Obero, uh, who is commonly known as the Water Man, was born on the 9th of November 1969. And he grew up in Mississippi, Nigeria, and he attended public school also in Nigeria. He attended high school at Wele, where he's actually originally from Wele, government college, Wele. And so he developed interest in activism, running as a hobby from high school. And this gentleman here, I'm going to be asking him question, and you will be asking him question as well. Uh, David is a marathon racer, and all right, so David Obero, ultra marathon racer, he has performed a lot of wonderful races that demand Guinness Award. This man here, he has run from Lagos to Abuja in 20 days. He ran from Abeokuta, also in Nigeria, to Lagos. He also ran from Onisha, I mean, Lagos to Onisha. Lagos to Abuja was 2 days. Then he did Lagos to Makurdi, which is 900 kilometers in 40 days. He also did Lagos to Onisha, 650 kilometers in 17 days. And he did Lagos to Ogani, his hometown, which is 506 kilometers in 12 days. Then the Abeokuta to Lagos was 102 kilometers, which he did in 3 days. That's amazing. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm presenting to you David Obero. David Obero, welcome to the Idele-Ero.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I will say, pardon me for my husky voice. I just came back from a reunion of after 40 years of year of entry in Government College Ughelli. About 500 plus of us were admitted in 1983, and this weekend that just passed, we were able to gather 88 of us, over 15 dead. So I slept barely 2 hours daily. We're just rejoicing, banting, shouting, and I've not regained it. So please pardon my voice.
No problem. So that's your guest today, the world rapper man, David Obero. David Obero, I'm going to be asking you questions. Before we get in there, I want to know, can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. Very unfortunate. I don't have a mic. Yeah, sorry, a headphone.
Oh, well,
So I'm
that's okay.
straining my ears.
Oh, wow. But I have a fine volume over here, loud and clear. But I think you're going to hear me pretty soon. Just stay on it. Okay? Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can, but it's a bit wavy. There's echo.
Please echo. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Remove it. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
It is. It is. Let's go on. It is. We'll do it.
Okay. That's okay. I think, yeah, we should be okay. Sometimes it happens. Yes. Go ahead. Were you going to say something? Were you trying to say something?
Yeah, if you give me a second, let me see if I can get a mic. I don't know. I'm in a restaurant, so let me ask if they have a mic. Sorry,
Oh,
a headphone.
okay. But it doesn't matter. Without the headphone, let's see if you can hear. But if there's anybody that can help you out there, that's fine.
There is none.
Okay. But
So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
okay, that's fine. Uh, in the meantime, we will play some intro music from Terry Massive. Can you hear the music?
I
Can
should
you
what?
hear the music? Can you hear the music?
No, I can't hear the music.
Oh man.
Just your voice.
Okay. I am playing the music of Terry God from Bayelsa State in Nigeria. He is the youngest and less indestructible gospel artist from Bayelsa State in Nigeria. This is his latest album that's going to be coming out soon. Terry Maxine is actually my son, which share both of us share the same birthday. So Terry Maxine God is my background music today on the show. And there's a reason for that too, because this is a special show that we have all been waiting for. You may want to sit properly so that they can see you fully. Sit and be on the position here. Yeah, that's better.
You okay?
That's better. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. The music of Terry Matthew, the highlight for singer from Bayelsa State in Nigeria. Thank you so much. We may have to come back to that music later on, but let's continue with the show. Mr. David Obero, can you please introduce yourself to the audience, to your people? Tell the audience who you are and what you are. Can you hear me now?
Can you repeat that question?
Can you please introduce yourself to the people, the listeners at home, those who are watching you right now? Can you introduce yourself? Tell them who you are and tell them what you're doing.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So go
Okay.
ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah. Good evening, all. I'm Adjarhor David Obero, but I'm popularly known as World Rapper Man. My interest you to know I got that name as a result of being the only man in the world since 2004 when I registered the first world record, a cultural record of tying the longest wrapper, 38 yards. And I did that with the intention of promoting and preserving the Nigerian culture, native Urhobo culture. Then in 2009, in Europe, Bucharest to be precise, in Romania, I started running marathon. And I said to myself that if I'm promoting culture, why not I run with my rapper? I didn't even train for it, nothing at all. It was impromptu. And I started running. And then from a semi-marathon to a full marathon, I went the extra mile to ultra marathon. And when I came back to Nigeria in 2013, while in Romania, I was doing my humanitarian work, to be precise, working with street and homeless people. And when I came back to Nigeria, I was like, okay, let me replicate this here. And I told myself that the best way to showcase this or to draw attention to the causes I will be championing is to run with my rapper, because it's going to draw attention and it's going to create room for discussion. And in 2017, I was almost rejected in running the Lagos Access Marathon because there was this discussion that nobody runs a marathon with a rapper. And I told them I've been doing it in Europe. And they said, well, if I make it to the finishing line, they're going to really appreciate it. It's going to be fun. Good and well, I did it under 8 hours. I was there 7:45 for 7 hours, 45 minutes. And since then, I've been running. In 2015, I was drawing attention to environmental causes because I'm an environmentalist. I joined a group called Beach Samaritan. We go around Nigeria cleaning public beaches. And I said, okay, let me draw attention to this project. And my alma mater, Government College Ughelli. And I chose the hardest way, which was to run 787 kilometers from Lagos to Abuja. And it took me 22 days. And after that, one thing about marathon, if you know anything about race, it's like taking high. The end of film, your body releases, makes you want to get more. And I saw another opportunity in 2017 where I did the Ughelli to Lagos to Ughelli, 550 kilometers in 12 days to raise awareness and attention to my alma mater, Government College Ughelli. Same 2017, the Benue flood victims were all over the news. There was a big flood in Benue State, Makurdi, and some other areas. And I visited Benue that period, and I saw a lot. So, and when I was leaving the IDP camp, there was this young boy that held my trousers and was like, don't go, uncle, don't go. And I said, oh, no, I'm not going, I'll come back. And when I got to Lagos, I was like, well, if I'm going back, let me make this boy a hero. And then I said, okay, I'm going to run Lagos to Makurdi. Lagos to Makurdi is 900 kilometers. My target projected time was 35 days. But by the time I got to Okene, I was struck down by malaria. So I was admitted in the hospital for 5 days. And when I completed my treatment, the doctor was of the opinion that I shouldn't continue the race. I told him I would. And I found myself in Makurdi 40 days later. In 2019, I had a collaboration with the Nigerian Copyright Commission. We were drawing attention and a campaign to stop piracy. And that same year, the Copyright Commission was celebrating 30 years in existence. So we looked at it to say, oh, Onitsha. Those who are old enough in Nigeria will know what Onitsha is. Opiweka is an address you see in all the early movies. And a lot of piracy. So we said, okay, let's draw attention to that project. And coincidentally, to that same time, they were launching the Onitsha City Marathon. So I said, instead of me to go run in Onitsha, I will run from Lagos to Onitsha. It took me 18 days to run 655 kilometers. And since then, I've been involved in a lot of humanitarian work that we don't broadcast or we don't brag about because they're more of religious base. I work with Jesus, and Jesus is my master. And when he does something like he said the right hand should not know what the left hand is doing. So those other humanitarian works I do in Nigeria are more like underground work. I work with street and homeless people, people who live under the bridge, people who are on drugs. I try to use my running to motivate them, and we start some up with some little capital as little as 10,000, because there was a time I was doing car wash. So and I understood that you can start this business with little or nothing. If we rehabilitate some of them, instead they will buy granules and give to them to say they make 10 or 20 naira from it, and we restock them. So that is what we did now. But now I've been involved with an NGO called Food Click. Food Click fights hunger in Nigeria. And we've been in this for since 10 years now. I've been working with them. So every marathon I run in Lagos with the Access Marathon is to draw attention to Food Click. And I said, oh, I just don't know. I didn't know ECOWAS region is going to go the way it's going now. I was like, maybe I think one day this borderless thing will become borders. They will break this thing. But if that will happen, I want to run through the ECOWAS region. And I was like, okay, I'm going to run through from Nigeria to Gambia to Senegal and back. But unfortunately, we see what's going on now. So I'm not going to do that long. I'm just going to run from Nigeria to Benin, Benin to Togo, Togo to Accra, Ghana, and back. So that's my next project I'm working on now. By the grace of God, I hope to set out on the 1st of October, 2024. And that's where we are now. And today, I'm supposed to run a charity marathon in Abuja. But since yesterday, I've been missing my flights. I missed 2 flights yesterday. I missed 2 today again. And here I am for the interview. I thought this interview would be in Abuja. I prepared for Abuja.
Yes, you really said so. And I was expecting that you're going to be at Abuja and to join this show today. But I'm glad that you made it. Anyhow it is, you were able to make it. I'm sorry that you have to strain your ears to hear me.
I'm seriously, but I need to.
But it's loud and clear here. But I think my audience also probably will be hearing me. But if they're not hearing me, they should let me know so that we will do something to adjust the audio. Okay, but in the meantime, Mr. Obero, it looks like you drew your inspiration from one of Nigeria's foremost leader, elder statesman, Chief Festus Okotiebo. Anybody who knows Festus Okotiebo, they know that he is one of those that uses this long wrapper. He showcased it both home and abroad. So I was wondering, I'm like, are you related to Chief Festus Okotiebo, or is it just somebody that inspired you to go into this? I know he was not the ultra marathon racer.
No.
But he was a minister. I know that. Okay, so basically, what is the relationship between you and Okotiebo? How did you get to, just get inspiration using this long wrapper? I'm going to show that wrapper in just a minute to the audience. So go ahead and tell us, is there any relationship between you and Chief Okotiebo?
Well, the great Chief Festus Okotiebo, Omimi Ejo, the first finance minister of Nigeria. And it might interest some people to know that this same man borrowed Nigeria £3 million then from his pocket, not corrupt money, from his own pocket. The only connection we have from my own little research is that the mother of late Chief Festus Okutebo Mimi Ejo, is from Orogun. Chief JJ Adjarhor, my father's mother, is from Orogun. Apart from that, I've not really done any research to know if there's a blood relationship. Did it inspire me? Yes, because I saw his picture in the London Museum, the History Museum in London. And I was like, okay, I think one day they should put my picture here, because I like the way he's tying his wrapper. And when I was young, I was already tying 12 yards for a young man. To tie 12 yards as a young man is almost like me tying my 30 yards now. Very unfortunate. I was actually tying one of my longest wrapper, the one I used from Lagos to Delta, which is 23 yards. That's longest wrapper in running, not longest wrapper in just tying within in an event or any catchment area. Because to tie this wrapper running, it's a lot. That 23 yards weighs more than 8 kg. And if it rains, it doubles. And I've been carrying that since morning, all through my journey. Because most of the time I was running, people now say, why are you always running? Why? If I don't run, I cannot raise attention and money for the projects I'm funding. Because I sell my running steps to corporate individuals, organizations, or family friends who are close, who understand giving for $1 per step. And every day so far, I've been clocking 10, 21,000 steps. I know one day, because when I started, people were like, nobody will buy your steps, until they saw people buying steps. And they are even buying now. So I hope one day I'll get a company or an organization or an individual that will just book down all my steps for the day, for months, weeks, years, if possible. I
All
hope
right.
one of my audience tonight will buy some steps, the
All right.
listeners.
Okay, that's pretty good. Let me. I'm sorry that it's straining your ears to hear this, but like I said, right here, the monitor is showing that we have the audio pretty loud. It's even more than what it's supposed to be. But however, I'm gonna put out your outfit right now, your costume for your race, so that people will see what we're talking about. I know they have seen it when we advertise it uh, on YouTube and Facebook a few days ago. Preparation for this show. I'm gonna bring this is David Arillo. Just step back and watch this, and I'm gonna be asking you a question about this. Okay, and here we go. So you can answer this question, even though you are
What
not.
question?
I'm going to ask in this picture that you are seeing on the screen. Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Very good. So where was this and what happened here?
Okay. This is a private school in Benin City, Edo State. It's a private school. In 2003, there's an Australian called Guli. She ran around the world to draw attention to water projects. And I was part of those 58,000 people that were running around with her.
Okay. Okay. So and after that, then you have to take pictures with the.
I was running around the streets of Nigeria,
Okay.
and I got to Benin and visited this school. And this rapper I'm tying here is from Benin. This is the same rapper I used for my wedding. And I've traveled around the world with this rapper. I've been to Istanbul, I've been to Czech, I've been to Romania, Bulgaria, the UK, and the Netherlands with this same rapper. So this rapper has a lot of mileage and history. I treasured it
Okay.
so much.
All right. And I'm going to show you another one right now. I'm going to show you another rapper, and the audience also they are watching. They're going to see all this. This is interesting. So I just want you to explain it by yourself. That's why I said, okay, I will bring them up as we get along in it. So now, Mr. Obero, Mr. Obero, you have told us a little bit history of the reason why you are doing this ultra marathon, okay? And I want to ask you a question. Are you sponsored by any organization or by the government?
Am I what?
Are you sponsored by the government or some private organization?
Oh, oh, no. Capital No. I get my sponsorship from a trust I did for my children, and that's the trust, the money I've been spending. Once in a while, some very close friends, not corporate organizations, would say, "Oh, take a running shoe, water, take this." Some give me free medical care if they are the doctors I have in my as friends. So the government, no. Then when I ran for NCC, you will call that government, but it's not. I don't call it sponsorship because um, I actually did almost everything on my own. It was just my own part of giving too.
Okay, Mr. Barrow, Mr. Barrow, I'm going to bring up another uh, attire here, and you will explain to us what you were doing as well. Okay?
Am I what?
I'm going to bring up another one here. Then you will tell us
Okay.
what happened there. Okay? Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better? Uh, this one, it looks like it's the same school. Is that correct?
This is the same school. This is run for run water,
Okay,
World Water Day. This is the same school.
okay. Now, I'm going to bring another one here. Uh, this
Very
one,
excited.
I met you in, was it last year or 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah. This is.
So,
Oh,
we were in our office, PIMA office, that's Performing Musician of Nigeria, which I am a member. In this picture, you are looking right now, you can see myself there putting on red t-shirt, and David Obero himself is in the middle, and then we have our PIMA uh, chairman or PIMA governor, as we call him. That is the person of Erenova, Willie Erenova, who is the present governor of PIMA Edo State chapter. You came into the office and I ran into you there. We had a chat and then we had this picture. So I decided to put this one up today so that they know that I have a little bit of a history with the world rapper man.
yes. You have receipts, as you say. As you
That's
say in
right.
Nigeria, you have receipts.
That's right. So basically, this was him in our PIMA office in Benin. But right now, I am broadcasting from the US. In case I just told me, it's Joe Brown Idele-Ero show happening live right now on YouTube. You know, and so I'm still going to bring you another picture of the world rapper man. So yes, another one here in the same PIMA premises. So you're raising up a Nigeria flag with your costume and your wrapper. I'm going to ask you a question right now, Mr. Obero. This, uh, you have the dress, like Nigeria, uh, green, white, green, and you also have the Nigeria flag. When you are running, do you have to go with the Nigeria flag all the time?
Oh, yes. Capital, yes. And that's another thing I do in my own capacity. I pray all the time while I'm running. And this flag goes up. Don't forget, like I said, I was a cadet 1985. And my mates now are Major General in the Army. So this flag goes up in the morning, 6 a.m. while I'm running, till 6 p.m. When it's done, I bring it down. So every race I run, I'm always with the flag. But since 2023, when I was attacked, I now said, okay, if people are not appreciating what I'm doing, then there's no need raising the flag anymore, except, and I'm going to wish, like I said, except the president or whoever has authority in my locality presents a flag to me, because I have been buying this flag with my own money. This was not presented to me. You know what it means in the US when you are presented with a flag? You know the honor, the flag presentation. I mean, what will it cost anybody if I can buy my own flag? I know the respect attached to it. So I always run, whether in Europe, anywhere in the world, with a flag.
All right, let me ask you this. Is the government aware of what you're doing? Like even the local government, the state government, or the federal government, are they aware of your mission? This your ultra marathon. Are they aware of it?
If you say government is not, the government is aware, definitely. Um, I'm not a politician. I'm just a humanitarian. So I do my thing. I don't care. I'm not waiting for the government to recognize me. I'm already being recognized by God. I'm already being recognized by the world. So I'm okay, at least for now. They are aware, very much aware. Because I attend government functions. The Lagos Marathon, as it were, the governor is always there. He sees me one on one. When Ambode was the governor, he actually asked for me to come see him inside where she was sitting, but the security people did not allow me in. So they are aware.
Okay, so the reason why I asked that question is that for a man who has indulged himself in doing this humanitarian work using his ultra marathon, a talent that he possessed and not special by anybody. I mean, it should be about time since all this type of behavior for them to recognize you. Okay, but you are meant to actually show some recognition on what you're doing. But again, like you explained that you are doing it for God and God recognize you, right? And you have also been recognized all over the world. You have done it in Europe and in Nigeria as well. But it is about time for the government to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. That's my point right here. For anybody who is doing this much, I mean, the government should show interest in this project of yours. Again, I will be bringing up another picture of David Obero with this long attire. When you come back to the screen, I will ask you uh, the question. Now, I'm glad you're back in here, Mr. Brown. Again, the question I was going to ask you is that I understand that it is always got to get connected to the government, when you are doing things like this on your own, okay? So, as said, we they initiated the project, but it is hard. I understand. But now, the question I want to ask you again is in your local area at Uwele, Delta State, is the local government aware of your what are they just show some appreciation and honor to you, because for somebody who is, if it is here in the US, believe me, you'll be all over the US. So I don't know why, your news has not gone viral in Nigeria, your own home place, so your home nation, your own country. And when you were, you got so much information. I know that by your history, and I know that you're being interviewed by Vanguard, you're being interviewed by Arise Television, you're being interviewed by what do you call it?
Channels. Channels
Channel.
just did one yesterday.
Good.
Yesterday.
So all these national television and national newspapers has carried your news, and yet it has not gone viral. Is I'm curious. I don't know why people is socially concerned. Like you said, you are not a politician. I understand that. But if you were in politics, maybe that would have been elevated content and get attracted to them. But that's fine. We will come to that. So I just want to let the people know that there is somebody here who has been doing a lot by himself, just showcasing his talent for NGO. He does this to promote people who are less privileged in society. He does this to promote fight against hunger. These are what I saw in the video. So you might correct me if I'm wrong. So these are projects you involve in with this your ultra marathon. I commend your effort for that. So, but now I want to ask you this question really quick. Okay, so how long have you been doing this? How long? When did you start? Briefly, don't go for history. When did you start? Yes.
I started running in 1985 as a cadet.
1985, when you were a cadet, right?
Yes. We started running. It's called route march. A kilometer marathon in the military is called route march.
Route march, okay.
Where you see soldiers running and singing, shouting, So that was how I started. I didn't even run marathon in school as a competitive marathon, but as a cadet, we're doing route march. Then running ultra, which is more than 42 kilometers, started just 2013.
Okay.
It might interest you to know that I started a rapper run challenge where everybody that is running, not just me, because the ones I'm running is just me. But this rapper run challenge, everybody that participates must start a rapper. We started it in Adjarhor 2016. We did the second edition. We couldn't do the third edition because of finance. So we stopped for now.
So the marathon that you did with other people, that everybody was wearing rapper. Okay, when did that took place? When did that happen?
Where's what?
Where did it happen? The 2016.
Oh, it happened in Adjarhor. Coincidentally, it happened. We did it in honor of the late Olorogun Chief Michael Ibru, who is the Otokta of Adjarhor when he was buried, 2016. So, and we had 150 people running that day, including His Royal Highness, the King of Adjarhor, of Adjarhor, running with us that day.
That must be interesting, I can tell you now.
Oh, very interesting. Yes, it is.
Okay, so now with that, what was the encouragement? What was the encouragement, from the government, especially those who to witness such an interesting, race, an interesting event? What was the encouragement to you guys?
Well, I'll give credit to Cecilia Michael Ibru Foundation. Okay. They actually sponsored that event with Moody Africa. There's a designer in Nigeria called Moody Africa. Both of them did everything for us for that event to happen. Aside that, it's another kettle of fish. You You don't want to go to that ocean. There are piranhas, hyenas, and I mean, if it's in the jungle, there are hyenas, there are monkeys and all. So you don't want to go into that ocean.
Okay. All right. Now, well, this one that you're looking at on the screen right now. Yes, another shot.
Oh, yeah. This is Okpekpe Marathon held in Edo State North. This is a very interesting race. The last 2 kilometers of this race is a road race anyway, and it has a bronze medal or silver by now. Very interesting race. Then the Edo State governor used to run this race every year, because it's almost close to his village. These last 2 kilometers of this place has a cliff where you'll be seeing like this is a death zone, and it's very steep. You're almost tired finishing the race, and you're not there. That's where the obstacle comes in. So it's a very interesting race. I recommend it for anybody to go run.
Yes, I know about Okpekpe. I have not been there. Okpekpe is in the state. I think it was initiated by Senator Adjarhor. So
yes,
initiated Okpekpe race. I think the governor, his successor, also adopted the Okpekpe race. I'm talking about Governor. So after that, how many times have you attended this Okpekpe race?
I've attended the Okpekpe race twice.
Okay. When you were there, you did the same thing with your rapper. Is that correct?
I don't run since 2010 any race without my rapper, except I'm training.
Okay.
Because of the logistics. I cannot train with my rapper. It's very expensive to train with a rapper.
So the governor then he's a Celestine and corporate Senator Adams. Did he see you with your regalia in that race?
Yes, I mean, there is only the blind man will not see me if I come into any race. Only the blind will not see me.
Okay, you were not
only the blind. Oh, I'm unique.
Invited. Okay.
No, I was not specially invited. I just, when Okpekpe was starting, it's more like passion to promote running in Nigeria. It's something I have. So any marathon anywhere, I travel around. Especially if it's the first edition or second, I go. So that's how I went to Okpekpe. And the first time I went to attended Okpekpe race, I ran from Lagos to Okpekpe.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my. From Lagos to Obero.
Yes.
That's a long ultra marathon.
Yeah.
I don't know where you get that energy.
And a lot happened on the way. The risk I took.
Yes, that's very risky. I can imagine. Okay,
now I get my strength from above.
When you are doing this race, do you run along the road? I know by the side road in the highway, right? Or how do you do it to avoid, hazards, road hazards? Did you hear my question?
Actually run on the road, but when I'm running, I run against the traffic for safety reasons, so I can see the oncoming vehicles.
Okay. Well,
so I run on the road.
Now let me ask you this time: what are the challenges? Doing ultra, what are the challenges? Sometimes you get discouraged. Like, oh, what am I doing? Should I just, cut it off or should I continue? So, what are your challenges?
As we speak, there's a lot of challenges. Family, it's not easy having a family and you're doing things like this. But unfortunately, I was doing this before I had a family. So it's more like saying I put my hand on the plow and I'm not gonna look back. There is no thing in this world that does not have challenges.
That's right.
Running Lagos to Abuja, I was attacked by ritualists on the way. Where I was sleeping before, a truck ran over my backpack that I was using as pillow, rested. I saw a ghost just before descending into Lokoja on the hill. Yes, it was really, that was the most frightening thing I've ever seen in my life. While I was running on the left side against the traffic, he was cycling on the other side, and we're going the same direction. And I was like, good morning. And the guy didn't say anything to me, just looked at me on a bicycle, white bicycle, with a torch light. And right in front of me, he disappeared. I had goosebumps all over me. I ran like never before. I think if I was running with Ben Johnson, I would have beat him in Olympics. To get to Lokoja, yeah. You know, I was attacking Okpekpe. Because Okpekpe. Because then this BH thing just started in Nigeria. You know what BH means?
Yeah, no, what's that?
Boko Haram.
Oh, okay.
So when I got into Okpekpe, unfortunately for me, they've not seen anybody dressed like me, tying a wrapper, not just a wrapper. You know, my wrapper, I have to carry those other extra yards on my hand.
Right.
And, you know, before I know what was happening, the whole village was almost mobbing me. So I quickly called government house, and one of the essays I know just told them that, no, the governor is aware of my movement. I'm Susan person. That was how I was lucky to escape that.
Okay. On this occasion, let me ask you this. Especially the one you told us now that you got run over by a truck, you know,
Yeah.
the backpack that you were resting on as your pillow. So that means whenever you go to get some rest, you go to maybe get a nap or something, you don't go into a hotel, you just stay on the road, even if it's at night. Is that what you do?
Lagos to Abuja, 22 days. I slept in a hotel twice. One was paid for just after the Long Bridge in Lagos. That's Magodo. There's one village there. Magboro, sorry. After Long Bridge. You know that Long Bridge?
I know.
Yeah. Then the other one was somewhere in Ekpoma. It was a free night. The guy saw me and said, "Oh, you're running to Abuja? Oh, I'll give you a room for free." You know, he's someone that appreciates what I was doing. The rest, it's free jungle. I mean, it's adventurous. It's adventure. I'm an adventurer. So I prepare for the worst. I sleep on the road. I sleep on anywhere I think is comfortable for me. I have my backpack, 5 kg weight, with all my supplies inside.
That is so scary for somebody who, as I'm talking to you right now, you know, that is frightening. You know, I can't do it. You know, I can't even stand there taking a risk of going into the bush like that because I fear that I can get attacked. So, but anyway, it's something that you choose to do, which is fine. So, this is very, very interesting today, and the one is hearing from Mr. David Obero, an ultra marathon racer who has run the marathon race both home and abroad. He has been very successful in the venture, but unfortunately, he hasn't got much recognition from, or he has not been attracted, you know, by the recognition of the state or federal government of Nigeria. But I'm calling on the state government and the federal government that this young man here deserves an honor, especially that on his costumes you can see that he uses Nigeria flag on it, and he holds his Nigeria flag while he is running. So that's enough to the to draw attention to the government, whether local, state, or federal government. to give this young man. But he just my own opinion today while he's with me in the studio of the Idele-Ero show. Now, my next question to you: uh, when you hope to stop this ultra marathon? Do you hear the question, Mr. Barrow? Okay, I guess. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, I was asking you that you have been doing this now for like over a decade, over a decade, and you still continue. And the more you do it, and the more you age as well. So when you hope to stop this ultra marathon?
Maybe after I've run around the world. I'm planning to run from Lagos to Germany.
Okay.
I'm planning to run from Lagos. I remember in 2001 in Canada, I met a guy. His name is something Peter. But this guy has run the length of Canada. Took him a year plus.
Wow.
Yes. And I just met a guy on Instagram recently that ran the length of Africa. It's called the hardest Giza. Yeah, go hardest Giza. He ran from Cape Coast through, he passed through Nigeria to Tunisia into the ocean. Yes.
So where is that guy from?
He's a British guy. Hardest Giza. Ross Cook. And if you, Joe, will sponsor me, I would like to run through the West Coast, east to West Coast, from Boston to New York. I would like to do that because I have a friend too. That's when you're asking me when I'm going to stop. You say this young man, I'm just 55. I have a friend, he's 78. He has run through the West to East Coast 7 times. He just repeated it again this year. Go it. Run through the West to East Coast 7 times. I've not done it once. I want to do it. Mr. Joe, please talk to your viewers, talk to your friends, do this, make it happen. Let me run from Boston. Let me be the first Nigerian to run from Boston to New York.
Well, I don't know if you know that Boston to New York is not even of anything compared to the long that you've been back. Because Boston is right next to New York anyway. So it's simply quite a distance. I can't do it. I can't do it myself. So if you think you want to do that, I think people are watching you and they probably want to encourage you. Apart from just me, I'm a presenter. I'm a presenter. So, but for those who are watching, I will talk to them that if they like what you're doing, they can choose to sponsor you to accomplish that goal, running from Boston to New York. So, for those of you who are listening, you have heard from Mr. David Barrow. He is requesting that if Yah will be kind enough to sponsor him, it is his desire to run Boston to New York. So for anyone that is watching, please take note. And if you want to reach David Barrow, I will ask him to give you his information on how to reach him, or you can reach him through this show, the Jobra Idele-Ero show. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. All right. Now, Mr. Obero, my next question to you: What is your next? What's your next project?
Yes. My next project is still on hunger, fighting hunger. And by the grace of God, like I always said, once I set a date to any project, on that day, if I wake up from sleep after all the planning, my legs can carry me. I don't care what happens. I will start running, even if I don't have funds on me. As long as my leg can carry me once I wake up. So on the 1st of October, 2024, God giving me life. I wake up in the morning, even if I don't have my team on board because of funding, I will go the mosquito way. I will start running, one step at a time. I've already been training for some time now. As we speak, I run now with over 12 kg weight behind me.
Mm.
The backpack I'm carrying is 12 kg weight. So I'm running. But I'm not going to run with 12 kg from here to Accra. It's only 5 kg because if I get the sponsorship I need, that means I have a full team. I have a base station. I have the ones we don't see all out, those hidden guys with me. I have my photographer, my videographers, the press team, a complete team. That's what Ross Cook did. Ross Cook had 2 Jeep, 1 box and a Hilux, and he had about 4 photographers. You need to, go online and you see it's a documentary, and he's written a book on it too. It's a full episode, and they have episode every week on YouTube. Very interesting. So that's what we want to do. We've been doing it anyway, but we want to make the outside world see. There's a lot we've been doing, but people are not seeing what we are doing.
Okay, actually, that's what I was going to talk about now because doing this ultra marathon by yourself on the road, uh, there's no medical personnel going along with you because I remember back in the days when you are doing such a long race, uh, you have a medical team
Team,
that is going along with you just in case of any eventuality. So
emergency.
they can take care of you. But you don't even have all that. So I'm wondering, that is so scary. It's so scary that you are running without all these gadgets uh, along. So in case anything happens, it's going to be hard for you to get attention, medical attention. So, but anyway, we will go into all that because we're going to appeal. We're going to appeal to the public and to the government to help actualizing the dream. They need to support you with all these medical team and all that you need, okay, doing this race. Okay, so your next project is going to Accra, Ghana. Okay. At the moment, at the moment, where is the base? Where are you based? Abuja, Lagos, or Owerri?
Lagos.
Okay, you're based in Lagos. All right. Now, how do you want people to reach you? Do you have a website? Do you have like Instagram blog or something? What? Do you have a phone number? Do you have email? Those things, do you have them available to tell the people just in case they want to reach out to you?
Yeah, I can be reached on Instagram, World Rapperman. On Twitter, Adjarhor David Obero. On Facebook, Ambassador Adjarhor David Obero and World Rapperman.
Slow down, please. Slow down.
Okay.
Uh,
I repeat,
yes.
on Instagram, it's World Rapperman.
Okay.
On Facebook, World Rapperman.
Okay.
Twitter, Adjarhor David Obero.
Okay.
TikTok, World Rapperman. Phone number plus 234 0 plus 234 80 91 81 72 39.
All right.
Email OBAROAKPO at, sorry, 69. I repeat, OBAROAKPO 969 at gmail.com.
Okay. Then I'm going to repeat that one to the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, you have the missing a little bit, but again, you are sitting in the right place. Uh, I have with me here the world Papa, Mr. David Obero, who has run ultra marathon all over the world, Europe, and Nigeria, and is planning, is hoping, if he gets sponsorship, to run in the United States and Canada. He wants to run from his desire to run from Boston to New York. Uh, if he's able to complete that, that would be good. He would have been fulfilled. So if you are listening to this program, you feel that it interests you, please do not hesitate to reach out to Mr. David Obaro. He had just given the different ways that he could be reached. I have an email is Obaro Okpo 969 at gmail.com. And we also have Instagram, which is the word command. The same thing on Facebook is also the word rapper. Twitter is Adjarhor David Obaro. That's Twitter. And then his phone number is 234 891 817239. And it's also on TikTok. TikTok is the same thing with Instagram is World Rapper. And then you can also reach out to him through this medium, the Joe Brian Idele-Ero show. I'm going to be putting out the phone number now that y'all can call him and ask him questions. If you have any question to ask him, you are very free to ask him. So uh, this number that is going to be on your screen right now is a WhatsApp number plus one 214 229 7475. Again, number is plus one 214 229 7475. Give us a call here, and Mr. Obaro will be willing to answer any question that you ask. Okay, he is right here with us by himself. David Obaro, the world, the power. Give us a call. So, Mr. Obaro, as we are with, just in case people calling, and I want to ask you personally that if you can hear me well. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Now, all this NGO that you represent, that you work for, right?
yeah.
Uh, what is the progress that you have made so far with the NGO?
We've really made a lot of projects. Food Click, you can see that they have a website called foodclick.org. Food Click feeds people in Lagos here every day. During COVID, we started a food box where they give vulnerable families a box pack that can sustain them for 4 days. They go to schools where they do meat to go for children. I mean, if is the progress I'm seeing, that's what gives me joy to keep wanting to showcase and draw attention to their cause.
Okay. All right. This is just my first out with you, my first interview. I'm going to be following up with you. We should be expecting uh, the well-being uh, people from all over the world to help us out with the sponsorship so you can actualize your dream. Uh, so far, you have done well, and which is very commendable. Again, you never know who is watching this program today. It's a live program on Facebook and YouTube. Even if they didn't watch it today, they can go back to YouTube and watch this program. So everyone that is watching, please share this program, share this broadcast, share this program, so that it will go viral, that people will watch it and get inspired and also motivated to support Mr. David Obero project on the ultra marathon. So I'm not going to keep you too long today because I know you kind of you have been running, you'll be running and you're a little bit tired. So it's about time for you to get some rest. But again, I'm going to schedule another round of interview with you, okay? So hopefully the network get better and all that. Maybe you will not be too tired
Yeah,
to me. But
I will not run that day.
okay,
I will not run that day.
that would be good. That would be good. All right, so I just want to quickly ask you a question to round up the program uh, before I let you go. Mr. David Obaro, what message do you have for the people of Nigeria and the people of the world to, in case of support and all that?
You don't need to be a billionaire to be a philanthropist. Give from where you are. The Bible says, "Blessed is the hand that giveth, than the one that taketh." I feel joy in me daily when I run and people are mocking me. What's chasing you? Why are you running for the less privilege? Why you? Yesterday, I was denied the privilege of traveling to Abuja because I had excess luggage of 10 kg and I didn't have money to pay for that excess luggage. And I introduced myself as a charity runner. I'm going to run in Abuja for people I don't know, for a cause that I just believe in. And I was denied flying yesterday. It just goes to show that people don't have empathy in them. Humanity has gone with the wind. So please give from the little you have where you are. And you don't need to advertise it. You don't need to broadcast it. You don't need to go with your camera. The essence of going with the camera is to share with the world and for accountability's sake. That's just the only essence. Outside that, there's a lot to do on the background that people don't know. We and God and mankind. So please, 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 let's support each other. Life is too short. Remember that.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Obaro. It has been quite an interesting time with you today. As I said, we're going to be uh, doing a follow-up interview to promote your cause. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the program. God bless you.
Oh, I did. I did. Thank you, listeners, for following. Thank you, potential listeners. Thank you for those that will like. Thank you for those that will comment. Thank you for those that will share. Share, share. It goes a long way. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you. So that's
Peace.
up to the end of the program, and we will see you next time on the Idele-Ero show. God bless you, and goodbye.